I wanted to read the commandments to you real quick. This is a condensed form, a hypocharisma, diminutive form of the commandments. Number 1, I am Yahuah, your Elohim. Have no other before my face. You do not bow to images. You do not cast the name of Yahuah, your Elohim, to ruin. Remember Shabbat, to guard it as Kodesh. Respect your father and your mother. You do not murder. You do not break wedlock. You do not steal. You do not bear malicious witness against your neighbor. And you do not covet your neighbor's wife, house, field, servants, animals, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. I am Yahuah. That is my name. And these are bookmarks. You need to have a stack of these. Keep them in a satchel, or go back with all your other gear. We have these satchels now, and they're printed on both sides. But they keep things out of the rain. You know, when you're going door to door, or you've got your car and you see these mailboxes, you go, I've got 10 minutes. Let me go through this neighborhood and just drop something in there. You know, you need to make somebody ask you a question and just sow some seed. You don't have to water everybody and wait for them to start bearing fruit. That takes time. And that's not your job. He waters, and he'll send somebody else maybe. But you just plant some seed. Back of these bookmarks has the alphabet on it, compared to the Aramese and the Latin. Somebody asked me, what's my favorite translation? Well, back in 1984, it was the NASB. I'd been reading an NIV also, and the NASB just seemed to be more information, more accurate. And I brought a concordance back at about that time, based on the NASB rather than the King James. But they both follow along pretty much themselves. I mean, one follows the other, but they're all very closely aligned to the King James Version. I was reading Matthew chapter 26, verse 17, in both of them. And it says, on the first day of unleavened bread, his pupils came to him and asked him, where do you want us to prepare the Passover? What's the first day of unleavened bread? Well, I didn't know at the time, but when I studied the festivals, I went, oh, the first day of unleavened bread, first day of matzah, is the 15th. Well, they weren't talking to him on the first day of unleavened bread. The actual word day isn't there. It's not even on the first day. It says prior to the festival of matzah. So I had to correct all these words, and the words were confusing because the translators didn't understand. They weren't commandment keepers, and I wasn't either. I was lost, but he opened my mind to the truth, and I just wanted to share those commandments with you to kind of encourage you. Your family thinks you're crazy or Looney Tunes, but that's okay. Just be nice to them, and don't make them feel like, hey, it's going to happen. Well, the coronavirus, corona is a word that some people think we might not want to say, but it's actually just a Latin word, and it means crown. It means a crown. You know, it's something that you see if you ever consider the way the sun looks. There's this haze around it that has these spikes and this glow, and it goes out hundreds of kilometers from the surface. It's called the photosphere is the sun itself, but the corona around the sun is it's sending out some serious stuff, corpuscular matter, and it's glowing. That's why you see it. When the moon covers it, you can actually see this glowing material that's flying out. Anyway, that's the corona sphere. The photosphere, of course, is not the chronosphere. But let's not go into that physics stuff too much. The interesting thing that I found about this coronavirus is that it has that name Corona, but it's really serious. And you could be, they said that they were quarantining people for 15 days, maybe 21 days, but then now they're upping that to 30. The coronavirus is an engineered virus. It was invented to kill. And you're infecting people for up to 3-4 weeks and not even knowing you're sick. And then when you get sick, you might be dead in 3 or 4 days yourself, and you've infected all these people. That's the way it works. It was engineered that way. And it spread through the air, unseen. As Psalm 91 tells us, we're not to be afraid of the pestilence that walks in darkness, because we know his name. See, his name is written in those foreign letters that won't be so foreign for very long. Everyone will know what that says. That's the name on the white stone. And I've written his name with a suffix, the Shinayin, which is the same name, Yahusha. Yahusha. Revelation 2:17. So, the inhabitants of the Eretz, that's the earth, are slowly awakening to the fact that Yahusha's words at Matthew 24 about the stress and distress of nations, it's begun. It's affecting everything. You know those big concrete things that are on the expressway that are sections that are kind of there along the way, and they keep the traffic from running into itself? When you see those things shoved into place by tractors to keep people in the cities and from going in and out of the cities, it's over. But we don't have to fear. He can feed us even though we're starving somewhere. He'll send food. He can do that. Don't worry. Natsarim have to stop arguing among themselves about understandings and be useful vessels to Yahusha. May Yahusha increase the workers of the harvest and guard them by the seal of his name. Thanks for watching. And please get busy. Wake somebody up. Don't upset them, but sometimes they have to get angry before they will be able to wake up. But we're not here to upset them. We're here to just tell them the truth. Do it calmly. You don't have to shout at them. And you don't have to take anything they say against you personally. Just don't do that. Just be kind to me. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.